Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today One Piece chapter number 986, My Name. And damn, what a chapter. Now, my reaction to the cover page would just be lol, because my initial reaction was a bit too dark for YouTube, so yeah, that's all you'll get, lol. Now, let's get to the actual chapter. Now, Kinemon and Denjiro both get to the back entrance at the same time, and they see all of the scabbards are just standing there waiting for them. And just like nobody predicted, well, what do we see there? Kanjuro is down, and damn, in the previous chapter we got the hints of that, but nobody thought Kanjuro would be just down. I mean, look, like we all knew that all the scabbards were of course stronger than just Kanjuro, but still we expected to, like Kanjuro maybe would just, pull some, I don't know, some super surprising attack and escape when, he knows that he can't fight against all of those. And yeah, well, that didn't happen. Like, he's down, and look, even if he isn't dead, right, he's basically done for now. And yeah, maybe if he's not down, then he can either fight somebody later on, or well, just join them. But yeah, either way, even if he's like down for the arc, nobody expected him to go down this soon. But if he's really down, then I'm really happy. And yeah, even I'm even happy with the off screen. Like, I know a few people don't like the off screens and stuff, but for Kanjuro and Orochi being like just taken out of the equation, look, even if they aren't dead, the role of the Kurozumi as this mini boss kind of people is just done. Even if they aren't dead, right? Like, if they're dead, I'm the happiest man, because, of course, I made the theory that, yeah, people aren't liking Wano because, of this Kurozumi and, the Momonosuke's clan stuff. But, yeah, still, like, I understand some people might be upset by, the off screens and stuff, but, like, again, let me just emphasize on this, right? The Kozuki and Orochi's clan, man, I keep forgetting the name, I'm sorry, I just keep confusing them, but yeah, those two clans are just, they're a mini part of this arc. The main thing is, of course, Monkey D, and of course the strongest creature. They are the main people, and their side of the things are gonna be the most exciting. I'm not look, again, I'm not saying that this is just garbage, right? Of course it's good. Of course we like the side plot and stuff, but I'm just saying, let's not just jump the gun and say, oh man, Oda, man, he's just, skipping all these fights and he's just off screening people. This is just garbage. Like, look, I understand. For a certain thing, I understand. Like, let's just say, right, if Oda is gonna just off screen Sanji's major fight, I'm not talking about minor like a scuffle with page one. I'm saying if he's gonna off screen some major, maybe against Queen or whoever Sanji fights, right? If he off screens that, then yeah, I'll be standing beside you and say, like, oh man, this is just bullshit. But right now, I think, the main thing is Beast Pirates, and I think we're actually gonna see that even more, that, the Kozuki and the Kurozumi are nothing, and, the main thing is the Beast Pirates, and yeah, that thing, I'm pretty sure that is the thing that's gonna happen in the next or the chapter after that. I mean, the one which apparently the editor cried. Yeah, let's talk about that later. But yeah, I think we'll get more on the same thing, that Kurozumi and Kozuki are just minor things, and the big bad is, of course, the beast pirates. And I'm not saying that as an excuse. I'm kind of saying like the theme of the fight is going to be that, like, we know what happens at the end of this chapter, right? Of course we're going to talk about that later, but yeah, like, I feel like the theme of this fight is gonna be like the scabbards are trying their best, and they're like in the forefront. Even Luffy, for the first time, is in the back seat, and he's just, looking at these scabbards jump at Kaido and stuff. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the theme of the fight is gonna be like Kaido is just gonna brush them off, and just, whatever happens, happens. And he's gonna show like all these emotions of the scabbards, all of this history of Wano is just nothing in front of the strongest creature alive. And yeah, who's standing beside him? The strongest hag alive. So yeah, it's like, yeah, the themes of Wano and the themes of this fight is completely changed. It's like evolved more than just a story of Wano. So yeah, I think it's the theme that's gonna change. Not like, I'm not saying like, yeah man, the scabbards are garbage, so yeah, just off screen them. I'm not saying like, I'm saying the theme is gonna be like, yes, Kaido is the thing to be scared of. Like, even Shinobu in this arc just says that, like, yeah, bringing down Orochi was never gonna do anything because Kaido was the only thing that actually mattered. Well, anyways, Denjiro and Kinemon just looks at Kanjuro, and they just, they just give this look for a second and just move forward. Like, they don't even acknowledge him. And the only scabbards that are actually crying are the ones that traveled with Kanjuro. I mean, other than Kinemon, are of course Keku and Raizo. They are the only two that are actually crying, and all of the scabbards that actually stayed back for 20 years are just giving a look like, we've seen it all at this point. Nothing matters at all. Now, it's actually nice to see Kinemon and Denjiro meet Izo because, like, we know from the flashback, these three were the only ones who were, like, actually mature among the group. Like, now, of course, everyone's really big and they aged well, but yeah, before, like, these three were the only ones who were actually mature and they were leading the group and stuff. So it's actually really nice to see them meet. And Kinemon says to Izo that, well, it's nice to see that you chose to die here with us. And well, Izo actually says, yeah, man, I already escaped death too many times, so I guess this is the one. Now, Kinemon doesn't know what Izo is talking about, but of course, we know that Izo had many great adventures with Whitebeard, and of course, his last adventure, Marineford, which was the epic there was, and of course, even the fight that we didn't see with Blackbeard pirates, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they just were devastated at that point, but I'm pretty sure he's happy to die at last with his homies. Yeah. Well, now we get to Kaido, and the 5 seconds he gave to Orochi's men seems to have ended, and without a moment's hesitation, Fuku Rokuju of the Oniwa Banshu and Hotei of the Mimawari Gumi just pledged themselves in service of Kaido. And Well, I wouldn't say they are, stupid or cowardly because, well, man, it's Kaido. What do you expect? But of course, Hyogoro doesn't seem to think so, and he's like, oh man, where's their pride? This is just garbage, and people are just, holding Hyogoro like, boss Hyogoro, just control yourself. We'll take care of them later. Now we cut to Big Mom, and just as I said previously, Shinobu actually isn't captured by her, and it's only Nami and Carrot. And yeah, Shinobu apparently is gonna go rescue Momo, and well, I hope it's not gonna be Shinobu, and Sanji comes in with that stealth black and just suddenly everybody's like distracted and Momo is just he's just poof, he just disappeared out of nowhere. And oh well, we see that Sanji, yes, Sanji, just saves him. But yeah, that's all my imagination. That doesn't happen in the chapter, of course, but yeah, I hope that happens. Well, and yeah, as I said, Shinobu actually mentions that even Odin knew that Orochi was just nothing but a scrub, and the actual threat was, of course, Kaido. And I guess I don't want to seem like a broken record saying the same shit, so yeah, I'll just refrain from that. Well, for the next chapter, though. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so yeah, Shinobu seems to, try to go to Momo and help him. Now we cut to Kaido talking to Momo, and Kaido being the nice guy, right? Like family friendly Kaido. Yeah, Kaido being the nice guy, he actually offers Momo. He says, like, look, man, you just saw yourself. Orochi is dead, and Orochi's men just pledged loyalty to me, so, like, your enemies are dead and your people, they're not gonna do anything to me, so just I'm a good guy, so I'll just spare your life. You just have to say, well, I'm just a stupid brat, I'm no son of Kazuki Odin, just I'm some random dude, Momo the flower picker, or whatever, whatever the name of Wano people are, like, whatever, just say some random name. Yeah, I'm this dude, I'm just a farmer or some shit. And Kaido just says, like, well, man, I'll just spare you, just say I'm not the son of Odin, because of course Momo is not epic, right? I mean, look, I'm not gonna hate on an 8-year old, right? But yeah, I mean, Momo is ordinary compared to, a 5-year-old Odin, so, well. Now, just as Kaido is asking Momo his name, we see in the background Luffy is trying to rip off Yamato's scarves. Ulti and Who's Who are getting, information about where Luffy and Yamato are. We see Usopp and Chopper running towards the stage, I'm assuming, like, and it's surprising that, I mean, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think Chopper is actually telling Usopp to run away, and Usopp is actually running towards the stage. So, well, props for Usopp. But again, if I'm wrong, whatever. Props to Chopper if I'm wrong. But yeah, one of them are actually running towards the stage, and the other are just saying, "No, man, just let's run away." And yeah, I think it's Usopp who's running towards the stage. So yeah, props for Usopp. But as this happens, we see Kid, Law, Zoro. All of them are just fighting random people. I mean, Law is not fighting. Law is just, I don't know where he is. He's just coming with Beppo, and Beppo is just, I think, dancing or something, jumping, whatever. Beppo is doing Beppo stuff, and As all of these things are happening, Momo gets flashes of his mom, Odin, and of course Luffy because well, yeah, Luffy is a big man, and Momo just screams, "I'm Momo Kozuki, and I'm gonna be the Shogun of Wano." And just as Momo says this, a wall, I think, right beside Big Mom just explodes, and that is, of course, from the handcuffs of Yamato. And those cuffs actually seem to be stronger than the cuffs put on the random prisoners. So Yamato is even more devastated that her own dad would have just killed her. I mean, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have died, but like, who knows, man. Whatever, yeah, let's not get there. So yeah, she just is devastated that Kaido could have done something, and she's just crying and just says like, "Oh, I just denounce Kaido as my dad. He's not my dad anymore. I'll just destroy him and stuff." And yeah, as Yamato tries to, approach Kaido to, attack him, Luffy actually, like stops her and says, well, we are definitely gonna fight Kaido, but we aren't the ones who are gonna start the fight. And well, yo, the future sight kicks in, and I love it. Now, of course, the calamities and Kaido himself are distracted by the blast, right? And as they're looking at the blast, these scabbards just rush into the back door, and they just, Izo just, disarms King, and Nekomamushi disarms Kaido, and they just, jump at once. Like, they just scream, "Well, men, this is the time where we gotta take back our freedom." And they just pounce at Kaido, shouting Sunatsu, or whatever the term was, right? Yeah, the term that Zoro taught uh, Momo, and all of them just fall off with Kaido, and Kaido is just looking at them, and all he can see is Odin, and whoa, everybody just screams, "It's a raid, it's a raid," and damn, that's the chapter. Now, officially, the raid has begun. So, now, let's talk about the editor crying incident, right? Like, yeah, of course, you've heard by now, like, the editor. I mean, one of the editors of One Piece actually cried while reading either the next chapter or the chapter after that. I'm assuming it's the next chapter because most of the people are saying, yeah, it's 87, but yeah, whatever, right? And yeah, I mean, look, we shouldn't expect that much from the editor's words because, of course, experience and yeah, experience says the editors are, they over exaggerate things, and yeah, you can just say they are a bit more emotional because they're a little too attached to the story because, of course, they're helping make the story, so of course they're more attached than us, of course, fine, but yeah, the editors are sometimes a bit too emotional. So yeah, I'm not expecting too much, but what I'm expecting is, of course, again, I said I'm not gonna say it again, but yeah, I think Kaido is gonna show how, he's just a beast. And yeah, maybe maybe a few scabbards are gonna get their head bashed in, and who knows what's gonna happen. I mean, look, if Kaido is actually hurt by their attack, I'm gonna be surprised. But I don't know, who knows? I mean, he just saw Odin's flash, so maybe, Odin's memories will cut his flesh or some shit. And I mean, I'm really gonna be surprised if that attack actually hurt Kaido, even in the slightest, right? Like, I'm not saying, oh, they're gonna, take out one of his kidneys. No, but yeah, like, even if it, like, scratches him, like, I'll be really surprised. And my assumption is, like, we're gonna see how, you know even after all of this plan, like, even after 20 years, like, all of them, the pincer attack and stuff, everything worked. Like, nothing wrong happened with their plan. Like, everything worked out. And yeah, at the end, when everybody just pounced at Kaido and just, attacked him together, and when nothing will happen to him, like, not even a scratch. Whoa, the moment we'll see them just, like, devastated, like, they'll realize, like, they can't do shit to Kaido. And I think that is the moment where, it's gonna be really grim. And yeah, of course, who's gonna save them? Of course, our boy Monkey D and Yamato. But yeah, I think the moment where we'll see, like, how the scabbards are devastated, I think that is the moment which, like, the editor was stating, like, it was really emotional. But yeah, again, if Kaido is even scratched by this attack, like, I'll be really surprised. Like, yeah, I guess it's a surprise attack. And yeah, despite how people seem to say, like, Kaido is just all right, I don't know, man. Like, if Kaido is just, scratched, I'm gonna be surprised. But yeah, my prediction is, like, yeah, their attack is just gonna fail so miserably. And some of the scabbards are gonna get their head bashed in. And that's gonna be the heavily emotional thing of that chapter. And yeah, man, I guess that's all I have to say for this video. And yeah, the next chapter is gonna be awesome. I think so. And yeah, well, that's all I have to say. And yeah, if you think the video is good, then of course, like, share, subscribe. I'll really appreciate that. And well, until next time, peace.